Hi, I'm Brittany, and this video is going to be about Sagittarius Rising or Sagittarius Ascendant. So, what is the Ascendant or the Rising sign? It is the sign rising on the east point at the time you were born. So, you have to know your birth time to know your Ascendant or your Rising sign. If you don't know your birth time, you will not know it. So, that's why it's really important to have your birth time and do your actual natal chart with this rising sign. So, what is it? It shows our first impression of people. It shows how we act comfortably, like in a new situation. Martin Schulman calls it your karmic doorway, and this is an awesome book that I recommend checking out. So what it means is it's the doorway through which the whole chart flows out. So it's how you express yourself, but it's also the doorway which you take in the world. So it's how you see the world, and it's how others see you, and it's also what you look like. So if you're trying to guess someone's sign, you're actually guessing their rising sign. Well, kind of a combo of all their influences, but mostly the rising sign, I think, shows the appearance, and of course the sign ruling the rising sign too. So Sagittarius rising people, they look almost like horse face. Like, okay, how do I explain? They usually have like a big head, in my experience, okay? They have a pretty big oval-shaped head. I mean, this can't be true 100% of the time, but I've noticed it to be true a lot of the time. Or something about their appearance is horsey, okay? So this is the half man, half horse, the archer, Sagittarius, right? So, this is a fire sign, so they're very outgoing, energetic people, and they usually talk a lot. And they usually seem very friendly and open about things, and they'll just start telling you about all of their life story quite quickly. And they like to be on the go. They're very restless people. They can do the foot tapping. They can, they're kind of like, they want to be doing stuff all the time. So it's easy to spot these people when someone's Sag rising, because they're moving a lot, they're talking a lot. They usually look really athletic. They're usually tall, and they have strong looking legs. Like I said, that big smile, big forehead, and usually, yeah, like they have a big smile, or they just look like they're ready for the world, and they're ready to go on an adventure, and they act like this too. Often I think they act a lot more easygoing than they really are. Like, depending on the rest of their chart, like they might act like this is the kind of person that will just have fun all the time and be, but actually they can, this is a part of them, but they can also have a hidden side that is not so easygoing and actually takes offense to things or gets pretty irritated with people. So they like to seem positive, though, and they don't like to be around people that are too negative or crying all the time. They don't like to deal with emotions. They don't like to be sitting in a room crying all night. They want to be out doing stuff. So they'll often push their own emotions to the back burner, because this isn't as important to them as being on the move and experiencing new things. So Sagittarius is the sign of the higher mind. So these people can be quite intuitive, and they have a knack for saying the right thing at the right time for people to hear. So often when you're around these people, like, you'll just have like light bulb moments because of something they said. They're really inspirational, and they need to know the power of that their words have on people. They can have a huge impact on people with their positive inspiration. Like, if you are not a confident person and you're hanging out with a Sagittarius rising person, you can become a confident person because they will build you up. And they might not even realize that they're doing this. Like, it's not a conscious thing. They're just talking, they're having fun, but their positivity really emanates from their being. Like, this is a Jupiter ruled person. So they know how to experience joy within themselves, and when they are feeling that joy, it radiates out and it touches all the people that they're with, and they can really help people in this way. They're great motivational speakers. They're great teachers. And they're a lot of fun. But there's always two sides to Sagittarius. Okay, there's the irresponsible gambler. Okay, These people could have problems with gambling, with overspending, with overindulging, with excess in anything, because Jupiter rules excess. These people could get a little bit fat. Although, actually, I have not seen a lot of fat Sagittarius risings ever, because I think they're so active. But they do overindulge in food, alcohol, anything. Like, their sensations, they want to experience everything that life has to offer, so they can kind of overdo it in pretty much every area of life. And because they're very scattered, they don't really have a lot of focus. This isn't a fixed sign, so they can be a little bit all over the place. One day they want to go learn this thing and travel to this country. The next day they want to come right back and do something totally different. So they can lack focus. They can lack purpose even, because they get so easily caught up in the different things that they're doing, and they can actually become kind of like a jack of all trades type of person, because they have their foot in so many baskets, or what's that saying? I don't know. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. But if they meditate and connect with their inner center, connect with that joy that's within them, because these are very joyful, happy people, actually. Like, rarely would you find one that this is not a negative person. This is a person who always believes in the bright side of life. And people might think they're kind of like a Peter Pan type person because they're always looking on the bright side of life. Maybe people think they're not in reality, but they are. They're just in tune with a positive frequency reality, which could be yours too if you decided to focus on it. See, Sagittarius rising can understand the laws of the universe and how things work, like the law of attraction. Sagittarius rising knows that if they focus on the gloom and doom stuff, that's going to be their reality. So Sagittarius rising doesn't want to focus on that. So in a way, this can actually be the wisest rising sign of all. And yeah, so ruled by Jupiter, okay? So really important to look what sign Jupiter is in to show how this Sagittarius rising person expresses their joy and their wisdom. Also the house that it's placed where this focus is, that's going to show a lot about the person. Also, so Sagittarius rising has, that means Sagittarius is on the first house cusp. There's 12 house cusps. The 12th house cusp shows our unconscious. It shows what's hidden to us. It shows emotions that we maybe don't deal with or realize that are there. So Sagittarius rising, depending on which house system you use, will have Scorpio on the 12th house cusp or somewhere in the 12th house. So Pluto ruling the 12th house. So, like, this is what I said earlier, like, these people seem all jolly and happy, but deep down, they can be quite demanding. They can be very, very stubborn and very, like, Pluto's ruling this house, so they might not know this, but they're very hungry for some type of power in their life. And they can be very psychic and connected with the energies of the universe. And what did it say in the book that I was just reading? So it said that their thought forms can strongly affect other people. So if they're angry, but they're not showing that they're angry, because they don't always like to put on a face that's not positive, right? But they can actually affect other people with their angry thoughts and hurt them badly. So with Pluto ruling the 12th house, their enemies can be hurt extremely badly from a Sagittarius rising person. Like, the revenge of a Sagittarius rising person can be quite evil. And the thing is you would never see it coming because they don't show this side of their personality. They make it seem like they're Jupiter, they're cool with things. But they're not. They have this part of themselves that is very Scorpio and very intense and very hurt by things. And they might not even notice, they might not know that they're like this, but they are. So it's really important for them to be conscious of this part of them that is very hidden, and everything that has Pluto ruling it is kind of deeply hungry for some type of experience. So these people need to learn to meditate, get in touch with their inner emotions, even if they're not positive, because some of them are not going to be, and deal with those feelings and realize that their negative thoughts about people will be felt and heard by those people, and in turn those people will have a negative feeling towards the Sagittarius rising person. So often the Sagittarius rising person will be so confused. Oh, I don't understand why this person doesn't like me. I didn't even do anything. But maybe they were sending out those negative thought forms that hit that person and hurt them. And this can apply to any of the signs, but just because Pluto is ruling the 12th house here, so the house of our enemies, the house of what's hidden to us, these people have a hidden power drive and hidden emotions that are sometimes negative, vindictive, or they're just that hurting part of themselves. So it's good to maybe do some self-work. Meditate, breathe. I need to do this too. Aries rising here. Like, haven't breathed this whole video. Yeah, so that's Sagittarius rising. But these are very fun people, and I can't say it enough that they will help you with your confidence. They're great motivational speakers. Just important to be aware of that Scorpio side of themselves that's somewhat hidden to them. But these are probably the most easiest people to get along with. They do talk a lot, so if you're one of those quieter people, you can just let them talk and inspire you with their natural joy for living. So anyways, that's my video on Sagittarius rising. Thanks for watching. Comment your thoughts. What do you think of them? Is this yours? Was this a little bit accurate? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.